All right. Hello. Wait. Hello. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Graphics. Show. Let's let's get the man himself. Come on. Come on. Come on. Doesn't work. Wait, doesn't work. Oh,
Hey, I'm here. I exist.
it's amazing. Every time that I start, there's always the same issues, and I still don't know how to take care of them. Whatever. Hello, everybody. Hello, manpower. Say your name the way you pronounce it, because nobody ever calls you the right. It calls it calls it in the right way. I know how to call you, but you should tell them how to call you. I know that everybody's calling you Joff.
Not everybody, just people who are from the UK. Yeah, it's Jeff or Jeffrey, or to give me my full name. I'm actually called Jeffrey James Leonard Kirkwood, formerly Jeffrey James Leonard Kirkwood Pearson the First. But I'll just stick with the Jeffrey Kirkwood or Jeff. I think Jeff's the easiest way to go with it.
I'll tell you why. I think the Brits are the people that make it difficult. Because Jeff, it's Jeff.
No. That's American.
It's not Stephen. It's Steven. Steven. I mean, I'm not the guy to say anything because my name is impossible to even understand.
I was going to say you call it Hen. There isn't even a
Listen, I was on the 4th grade and I started to learn English. And my teacher said, like, how do you want? It's like, I'm like, how can I write my name in English? She's like, Chen. I'm like, why not Hen? It's like, hen is a chicken. I'm like, but I don't want to be a chicken.
But
so write Chen.
I think for you it would be HGHGHGHEN for like hen. That would be the
like XXXXXXX. Yeah.
That works too, yeah. I'm still trying to cross post because you failed.
Doesn't work. Let me try again when I will open. We have time. I see that the live is live. I'll give it that. The live is live.
I think that's what live
means. I'm live. I don't know what I do when I'm live. Edit live video. Let's say like this. Okay, we're live. Cross post 2 more pages. Now I'm gonna cross post. Okay. Save. Should work now. I'm cross posting. Is it cross posting?
I'll go and check, shall I? This is very exciting. It's like being part of
Giga, what's up, Giga? It's fine because you need to speak with.
You've cross posted. You've cross posted.
I speak with the chat. You know, like I like this. It's like the chat is closed. I'm like talking straight to the chat.
Or like,
okay. What? Everybody, Giga, I love you. Everybody that all the people that are posting stuff on Facebook and YouTube, it's amazing. I'd rather you not. Just join us on Twitch TV /Disco Halal. Press follow if you want to subscribe. Do whatever you want. I'm not your boss. But it's easier if we get all the demos there. Today I got a very special guest. His name is Manpower. We met each other, when was it? 7 years ago already, almost 8 years ago here in Berlin. At Franz Cafe, I remember, at Café Futuro. He played in Same Ads that night, right?
No, Griezmüller in the Cosmic.
Okay, right, I remember. But downstairs.
Yeah,
I remember that. I feel like it's like 5-6 lifetimes ago.
Well, yeah, the only thing I remember is I was playing for Franz and he still charged me for my breakfast.
Yeah, 100%.
That was my first experience with Berlin.
He got what he deserved. I don't know if he's listening or not, but no. I'm joking. Great people. Let's not judge people in 2013 anymore.
I really like Franz, but anyway, I'm going to say that.
I don't know, where is he? Maybe he's still in Berlin or not.
I don't know. I saw him release something not that long ago, but by not that long ago, it might have been 3 or 4 years ago, and I remember it being really good. But yeah, I can see we're starting to get. You see, I'm doing the thing you're talking about. We're starting to get.
Just here, you can see here.
Just.
Yeah. Is the cross posting working for you now?
Yeah. Well, it's working on me. Let me check. Being a man of multiple pages. Yeah, it's gone now as well on there as well.
Good.
It's saying that this content isn't available right now, though, so I don't know.
Not available.
Who knows? Anyway, the fact is, people will be able to find it.
I mean, from what I see, there is people.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting enough.
This and on Twitch. I see on my pages there's people.
I'm just desperate to post it, so I'm not listening completely to the disco halal sound, and I can listen to more things that can contribute a little bit more.
Yeah, I gotta say that people don't send too much of a disco halal.
Well, I mean,
kind of sound anymore. Maybe they want me to listen to their stuff.
I don't know about you, but I find in my inbox that people tend to send me things who appear to have never listened to a single track I've ever released or made or played or listened to me DJ before. I got a lot of people sending me stuff on things like MailChimp mailers with EDM sort of sounding things, or like really deep tech house. I think people just like to get their stuff out there.
I mean, I try not to. I mean, you already know when you get the mail, you know if you want to press play or not. But sometimes it's good to press play in places that you don't believe in, because you know, it would surprise you.
That's 100%. I think
I realized that's why I'm doing this stuff, because now I'm very excited when I get tracks to listen to, and I'm very excited when I press play and I don't know what's going on, you know, and what's going to happen. Because usually, you know, in the past you would have gotten like tracks from people and you already know them a little bit and you know their style, you know what to expect. But this is a choice. This is a good time to not. Hey, Justin, what's up? Come join us on Twitch. You're sending us messages.
Hi, Justin. How you doing? Send us some music. I'd love to hear it.
How's life in Rome?
Yeah, God, they've moved, haven't they? De control.
Everybody's living.
Mexico.
Anyway, I will tell you also, it's gonna build up slowly. Because you know it takes time till people realize, they get emails, notifications, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we can start listening to stuff. Otherwise, we might be
just looking at ourselves. TV screen.
We might be able to get out of here at one point.
Good point.
If we start listening to stuff. So what do we got first? Some Junto Club. Let's see what's up.
Oh wow!
Already like the way it starts. You can put yourself on mute if you want, or just be quiet.
I've forgotten what my voice sounds like. There's too many speakers in my mind. I'm a mouthpiece for a loser.
Wait. Before anything, I love it. I don't care what's going to happen next. I love it. I love it. It surprised me. I love it. Okay.
So with designs and they're motoring all the time. I've forgotten what my voice sounds like. There's too many speakers in my mind. I'm a mouthpiece for a loser with designs and they're motoring all the time. Come on, bridge to the other side. These ideas are mine, they're easy to find. I'm Marvin, come on, bridge to the other side. These ideas are mine, they're easy to find. Become a bridge to the other side. These ideas are mine, they're easy to find. I'ma become a bridge to the other side. These ideas are mine, they're easy to find. I'ma become a bridge to the other side, not to be unkind. This isn't what I had in mind.
Can I start by saying one thing?
Mm-hmm.
The ARP is off. It's very hard for me to listen to it like this. The chords are right. The vocal is great. You can love it or not. It doesn't matter for me.
So yeah, I'll echo what you're saying there. I've been told I'm clipping, so if anybody can let me know if me talking into the microphone that's much closer is stopping the clipping, that'd be really helpful as well. But yeah,
or is it lagging kind of?
Right, good.
It might be lagging a little bit sometime.
Right.
Wait, I want to finish what I want to say.
Yeah.
I never felt like giving.
I feel like if it was me, and I will say something very shortly on it. First of all, thanks for sending, which is great, and I appreciate you sharing with us your demos. But about this specifically, if I would start a different track with the same vocals because it just doesn't fit. That's for me. What do you feel about it?
I agree with you completely. I find the vocals incredibly charming, and I've got to be honest, when I look for music or anything like that, what I'm trying to look for is just something that sounds a bit different or a bit unique. And the vocals definitely come from that point of view. So you've got my interest. Now, what I would say is I'll always be more interested in something that sounds a bit more left field than I would be than something that's produced particularly well, because I think from my point of view, I don't think I'm a great producer. So I always think those are problems that it's probably possible to get around, and the idea is more important than the technicality. However, on this particular track, it needs to come a little bit more in the musicality of it. You can hear the ideas coming through, but there's key clashes. There's certain things that feel slightly underdeveloped. So what I would say on the positives is this is probably more appealing to me and something that I'd be willing to sit with somebody and work through and listen to, additional drafts of, probably more than I would for a song that I just don't like straight away. But I do feel that it does need more developing, and it could be something quite wonderful if it was developed, because it has that core of the vocal, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's just really fun, really charming, feels very sincere, which is a hard thing to get across in music as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, they're already out, these guys. I know this name.
Yeah, me too.
Junto Club. I saw now they're from Glasgow, and I know they already did some stuff. I want to listen a little bit more to what's going on. This is good.
Nowhere left to run. My words are shot and I'm undone. Nowhere left to run. I'm the god that never won. I'm now become a bridge to the other side.
I wish you can go now to the studio, or just go to the studio, aka double click on your Ableton or whatever you're using, and just remove that ARP and send the music again. We're still here, and I want to listen to it without the ARP, because the ARP is really annoying. It sounds like probably Element or something like that. I know, and it's like.
To be fair, I can tell that in this particular instance, we've asked for demos, and I think that we're very much listening to a draft version of a track by these guys. So, from my point of view, is that there's a lot of elements I really like on it, and I'd like to hear a developed version of it.
Yeah.
Maybe played with that a bit. For you, the ARP's one of the things. I think the ARP for me is just it's either too high in the mix or it's too.
It's not in tune.
The melodic element's wrong, but what I think from my point of view.
Just want to see if something more is happening. Sorry.
Yeah, from my point of view, I'm not very hands-on from an A&R point of view of giving specific suggestions. What I normally would like to say is like, that's not working. I'm not going to tell you how to fix it, but why don't you have an idea of something else and bring it back to us?
You're in the right place. Not.
Yeah.
It's like not. This is the place where we help to say what's wrong.
Yeah. But
gamer, it's all about what we like,
Yeah.
And all the time another person that has a good taste. But I've got to say that I know it's a demo. They're sending demo. I know it's an idea in in development, like you said, and whatever. But fuck the ARP. because the ARP is very annoying. And just focus on the vocals in the way that, like this part here,
These are nowhere left to run.
even if it's with the ARP,
Nowhere left to run.
also the timing needs to be a little faster because it's a little bit laid back. But it's a good start. I'll give it that.
For anybody who's just joined in, you're watching Good Cop and Bad Cop with Moscow Man, the bad cop, and me, the good cop. Like I say, I think it's great, and just develop it. And I agree on the ARP that it's not working for me, and I think I use ARPs all of the time, and I use them normally because I'm lazy as fuck.
The ARP, man.
The sound. So, like, you know, as soon as I listen to other people using an ARP, I find it as being a lazy solution. So don't do what I do what I say, and try and think of something else that you can do instead, because for me it's just fucking pure laziness, to be honest.
Yeah, it's better to work on a bass line.
Yeah.
What's up, White Square? You always come to Twitch. Forget about this fucking if you'll be nice, people want you to come back, man. I'll send you a link and you can join us for a few minutes, maybe. Okay,
let's get the next one on. You're right, this is addictive. I want to hear it.
Yeah, you want to hear more. You don't know what's gonna happen. Colegos, I was like, this is something special, but it's just probably colleagues, you know. So like colegos. Okay, let's see what's up. Good baseline.
Straight away, man.
The reason that Jeff just cracked because I sent him, it looks like there's this kind of, I don't know if you can see it. I have this fucking ring. Anyway,
Clippy from the original Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't know if from the word bullshit. It's like it says, it looks like you're applying a lot of reverb on that snare drum. Are you aware it's not 1982? That's the first thing I can say about this track, that the snare, I would change it. I don't like it. The bass line is cool. The drums, the octopad kind of drums, I love it. The fillers, it's really cool. The vocals, I don't know what it is. Sounds like Russian or something, but it's cool also. But after 2.5 minutes that we're listening, I gotta say that I lost interest in the track a little bit for some reason.
I mean, this is where I would actually offer some specific personal advice for what would improve the track for me, at least. So
yeah, that's why you're here.
Yeah, the mix, everything else about it is seems to be absolutely fine. The snare I can live with. I quite like that it's got a personality to it and it's over the top. That's a creative decision that I wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. The intro with the bass and the call and response with the two different types of bass lines, fucking loved it. Like, do you know what I mean? And I feel myself out of that, and I could see that. Yeah, but I could see it destroying a dance floor. Do you know what I mean? I could see it turn apart. And then you have your next 10 ideas that you do in a row in the same one song, and they're unnecessary. You've got an amazing groove, an amazing track there, which just needs a little bit to get it from start to end and focus on that brilliant idea and that brilliant groove. And just fucking forget about these sort of extra melodic, because I do this. I have this problem that when I'm making a track, I go, I've got all these brilliant ideas and I need everybody to know how much of a fucking genius I am. So and it's unnecessary. Just fucking keep it linear and pumping, because it sounded lethal when it started.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you want to do a banger, you're on the right way. But just, you know, you can do 5 tracks from the shit that I listened in 2.5 minutes.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
I don't know if I can go back to it. I'm full, but I will go back to it for a second. That's another track. You're suffering from something special is called multiple
personality disorder.
Or like the use of multiple track, like endless amount of channels on your Ableton.
Yeah.
You know, imagine in the past you would have 16 channels, or before 8 channels or 4 track, you know, and that's it. The fact that you have a lot of options doesn't mean you need to do all of them.
This is one of those where a label would sign it and they'll offer it to either me or you or somebody else to do a remix on it. We just concentrate on one part of it, and we get all.
I need to fix it.
Yeah, we get all of the credit.
Yeah.
And it's one talk I didn't even realize. I'm a big fan of the stuff that I've been sent by this guy in the past as well. So what I will say is I can hear the absolute skill in there is undeniable. I just really there's something beautiful and brilliant in the middle of it. You just need to tease that out and cut off all of the unnecessary shit and get it down to the good idea instead.
I see another track here. You want to press on it?
Yeah, please do.
Let's press on it. We appreciate you. How did you do this? How did you do this bass? My fucking room is shaking.
It will, isn't it?
Look how well you perform this track. You know, it's so much well-rounded chord like this, and way more together. You know, it's like this is the vibe. Also, I feel like this is more your vibe than the other one, and clearly the sound is really nice. I really enjoy it. But but this feels very more how do you call it? established. Call it like that.
Yeah.
Great stuff. It's not about our taste is one thing. Also, I'm just looking at the production side of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lovely IDM feel to it, which is instantly appealing because it kind of makes it slightly genreless, which I think is always a nice thing that people look forward to. Don't really want to say something going, oh, I've got an amazing corresponding Simon House track, or a track that sounds like relaxes, or something that sounds like it'd be life and death. I just want something to sound contained and sound like it is itself, and that's something that you can really hear on that. You should be very pleased with that one. I think with both of those, with the other one, if you refine that down into being something that's more focused for the dance floor, and you keep this one as this one is a little bit more of a wider palette, but it's not as linear an idea. It's a slower tempo, and it's not something that you would really be playing at a moment that you just want people to go for it. So I think if you refine them down, I think you've got a deadly EP there, and I think you would not be struggling to find somebody who you'd be happy with to release that as a record for certain.
I second that, and I'll give you a card for my oblique strategies. Brian Eno, the Brian Eno. How do you call this? Cue cards or
deck of cards?
Yeah, deck, but of like. No, like there is a name for it, like not a cue card.
I don't know.
Whatever. Well, yeah. But he says, go to an extreme, move back to a more comfortable place. Interesting.
Yeah, he's the oblique strategies are fascinating. I never use them, but they're fascinating.
Yeah, no, but this is a good time to read them.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Kuprit and Slava Seed. Static. Nice photo. What's going on there? Ah, it's a woman. I thought it's like a painting or something. I can do like this, by the way. I forgot. Next up, thanks for sending my new track, collab with WTP. Glad to be here again. Twitch with Y Square was amazing. Communism. Yeah, good stuff. Say hi to all my friends in Odessa, and let's listen to this. Picking it up. I'm saying sign it. That's it.
Ah, right, got you.
I'm signing it. I'm signing.
Yeah, I mean, that is amazing, definitely.
Can you put your phone on silent, please?
Yeah, it's not my phone, it's my computer, unfortunately.
You still have notifications after all these years?
But I'm not very technical, am I? I don't know how it fucking works. I'm just like, I just normally spend time working and then getting a ping going, fuck off. But that's about, I don't know how to switch it off. So that was fantastic.
Wait,
I see why you want to sign it. And it's very much, and it's got a very big prime time appeal from a personal point of view. And this is purely a personal point of view. I tend to be more attracted to things that I can't categorize. Whereas that, I could see that falling very much into a sort of, a straight trajectory. It's got potential to be, Pete Tong's track of the week and all of that type of thing. It really has. So this isn't an insult. It's a brilliant thing, and it'll do really, really, really well.
Even the light,
I like to hear something a little bit weirder in it.
The lights in my room, it's all green. Wait, I want to hear the break. Let's hear the break. Let's hear the break. Okay, I'm gonna take it.
I'm fucking sold on that. Like when it comes back in again, it's not 100% in line with what I personally love.
Fuck it.
But I do like making money as well when I can, which doesn't happen very often, and that would make me money. That's a brilliant. That will do really fucking well.
I gotta say that the vocal mix needs to be a little higher.
Yeah, lean into that 100%.
Yeah, it's like it has a little more vocal. You know what I'm worried about this show? That soon people are gonna A&R or A&R. That's what I'm worried about. That's like today I was thinking about shit. But this is who I am. I'm never keeping anything to myself.
Oh, you're such a good person.
An idiot. An idiot, not a good person. I've never said the goodness of my heart.
Yeah, this is it. I just live to give and do wonderful things for other people.
Give away what people pay for. That's the only thing.
But yeah, and who was it cut by?
I don't care what comes out. I like it, even though it's very good. Yeah, maybe it is a lot of reverb, but it's not a bad thing because not everybody can sing. I don't say it in a bad way. I don't know if she's a professional singer or that's what she did. But sometimes effects, it's a good thing to hide behind or use. It is what it is today. I'm not. There's a few Kate Bushes in the world today, and they're not doing house music, I'm sure.
Hi, Vicky. I think with this, the vocal, everything, I mean, obviously, before even being a producer or a record label owner, I'm a record collector, and it very much reminds me of a very sort of 2000 millennium type of, the last time things were really big, like a Sarah McLachlan type of vocal type of stuff. And I'd really fucking lean into that. From a pure A&R point of view, not from a technical point of view, that sound is massively due a comeback. It was popular for a reason. It unites people. And just, Realize that this isn't a dance track that sounds a bit like pop music. It's a pop track that sounds a bit like dance music, and lean more into the fact with your vocal and with everything, because this will do good in clubs, but it'll do fucking amazing on radio. And if it does amazing on radio, you'll do good in clubs, and you can do all of your other music in the underground instead. So it's really worth looking at from that point of view.
This vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it. They're gonna monetize my fucking show. That's how it works. So send me a version, a radio version, please. What's up, Superflu? You good? I like the little car.
I'm gonna go and take a piss while you chat to your fans. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'll do a little break, a commercial break for you. I can actually press on a commercial break, but I won't do it because no, I'm joking. Anyway, guys, thanks for showing up. Let's go for the next track. Depression Tropical. Let's see what's going on. You're in our A&R sessions. I'm Moscow Man. Manpower has joined me today. This is part of the Disco Halal. Whatever. I'm going to start listening to it. It's going to come. Just joining us, Mr. Jeff. I started a new track, Depression Tropical, Medemia. Before, wait. Is it already out? Is it already out? Is it a demo? Is it a promo? What are we listening to? If it's a demo, we give it. I have some rules, you know. If it's a demo, I give it the time. If it's a promo, I don't mind listening a bit and say yes or not. If it's already signed,
demo.
Okay, demo. It says demo.
Or demo.
I didn't finish. I want to say if it's already signed, go. No. Still Disco Halal here. No, I'm amazed that people hear Disco Halal. That's what they hear. I've never meant to do it like this. I'm sorry. I had 3 records. The first records that were a little bit Oriental. The rest wasn't. You can try. You can check. It wasn't all Oriental music. But okay, but it's part of who I am, and it's part of the situation.
Yeah, I'm not mocking it. I like it.
Super. Feel free to lurk, and if you have some music you want to share with the people, we're here. We want to listen. We're happy that you guys are here, or at least one of you. Okay. It's good. It's not good enough. I think the drums are nice. No, I'm saying it's not good enough because for me it's not. It's not developing, enough. It's like it came back to the same melody that. I mean, the fact that you're doing something that is good doesn't mean that it's good enough. You know what I mean? It's like it's good. If you would have sent it to me 3-4 years ago, I might have been, wow, this is fucking amazing. But given the fact that we already heard this kind of style a lot and we heard this music a lot, it's hard to say, oh, but the good you can take from it is the production sounds really good. I think you're stuck still in the loop situation, especially a lot of people that work in Ableton. That's the I see a difference if you work in Ableton or you work in like Nuendo, Cubase, Fruity Loops kind of based softwares. The fact that we're using loops, and I like it also, it's hard to break from it, because you're like, oh, that's good, that's enough, and you're not writing new stuff. You're just copying the stuff a lot, and you're working in boxes, which is a very normal thing for life, to work in this kind of, be in this kind of boxes. Even during your day, the lunch, this, but sometimes you got to break out of the box, and do something else. Sometimes you go out and you have a fucking fish and chips in the harbor, and you're not making rice at home, but it's okay. But this time, do it on this track.
Well, I think I feel like as though I agree with every single thing you say, and I think it's really important sort of advice to say that you should challenge yourself, and you can hear when somebody's challenging themselves in the music. It's not to say if you don't land on the perfect fucking groove that you shouldn't stick with it. I mean, Daft Punk made a career out of sort of just sitting on the one amazing groove, but that wasn't what we just heard, you know what I mean? And they had all the things underlying it. But what I would say is the reason I can't comment on this track is probably what I want to say about it is that it's very obvious that with you sending it to Disco Halal and with the sound on it, that you're part of a sound that's a very specific thing. Now, that's great if that's truly what you want to be part of. But from my point of view, if I receive music like this, then I will always think with me, I think, well, it sounds a bit too much like a Disco Halal record, so I probably won't do that because I'll sound like I'm copying them. However, if I was Disco Halal, in the same way that I'm with me, if somebody sends me something that sounds too much like it's meant to be a me record, then I won't sign it because I feel like I'm repeating myself. I don't want my sound with the label to be able to be somebody saying, we're making music that sounds like that. I want the sound of the label to always be progressing, and I imagine you're the same kind. So if it sounds like something from 2 or 3 years ago that you would have done, then that's the last thing you want to do. I hear Quentin Tarantino cuts scenes from his films when he says it sounds too much like a Tarantino film, and it's the same thinking.
I guess it's less, but I guess when you're getting older, like Tarantino, he starts doing the same things. Because also, how much more things can he do? How much can you reinvent yourself? But what you're missing, if I say, okay, it's like you're doing the best halal kind of vibe, which is, by the way, not the vibe, I gotta say, but whatever. But it's saying you gotta do this, but if you do it, you gotta be the best. Be like the organism. That's like it's gonna work. It's gonna be huge. So that's either if you do something that somebody already did, you gotta do something as good. You can't do not as good as something that anybody already did. And I think if I can talk about myself, of course, and I feel like when people say you got a sound, and I always ask, is it a good thing or a bad thing that I got a sound? But I gotta say, it comes from the fact that I'm not good enough to recreate things that other people do.
Yeah.
No, I'm not good enough, and I'm trying my best, but this is what's happening. I want to do a big track. I want to sound like this. I want to do something like that. But I can't. And I'll be honest, I'm working with other people also, not as ghost producer or something, but I'm doing collaborations, with people that I feel like, oh, I want to sound a little bit more like them, but in my perspective, this is what I feel about myself.
No, I can relate to that. I think I went through a very big period of wanting to create something big and have that universally enjoyed track. And I think you can hear the times when I've tried to do that and I've failed, and sometimes I've failed terribly, and sometimes I've failed in a fashion where I've created something that maybe is better
but it's still you.
But the thing that I've made peace with, and something that I would suggest that people should sort of consider is the thing I've made peace with now is that I'm not the guy who makes that track. And if I ever did, it would be by mistake. And I'm not seeking it. Instead, what I'm trying to do is seek a very honest expression of the music that has sort of, informed me over the years. And because that's what I'm seeking, I also listen for that in other people's work. So if I heard that it sounds too familiarly like something else, you might not. That might just be your inner take on music. Do you know what I mean? But to me, it sounds like you're becoming part of a scene or trying to adapt to something, and that's not as appealing to when I hear the next Aphex Twin or the next thing where it's like the next old dirty bastard. You don't know where the hell it came from.
It's funny when you talk about Aphex Twin, and we're like, every time I see, I don't know if it's right or wrong, like if it's true or not. It's like I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea, and I still believe that he has no idea what he's doing.
Of course not.
Because if you have any kind of knowledge of what you're doing, it means you're going to do something that somebody heard already. Yeah. That's the whole point. If I go now and I'm trying to do, sometimes, I'll be honest, I just open an old project and I copy stuff because I want it to sound like the old stuff,
Oh, definitely. Every artist I speak to says they listen to the first things that they ever made and go, I don't know how I did it and I wish I could do it again. And it's true. The more you learn, the less, the narrower the channel you get is instead. Do you know what I mean? It's try and stay free, man, or whatever you want to put it.
For those who are just joining, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to if you want to play us some demos, please join us on Twitch TV, /Disco Halal. If you're already on Twitch TV, feel free to follow us. To register. Why are you like 80 years old? Don't forget to register to my channel. Hit subscribe. Be a sub. The only sub I like is fucking Subway, or like a fucking meatball sub.
Yeah, I'm too much of a dom. I've just got my year in Spotify. It's just been sent through on email while we've been chatting. I'm just looking at all of it. It's like, guess which artist you paid fucking no money to the most this year. I'm really excited by it. Your year underpaying all of your favorite musicians on Spotify has just arrived in your inbox.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Spotify, for talking shit about you. You know what it is? Fuck you.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, exactly. The 2020 Wrapped is going to be there. You're not going to be able to escape from everybody showing off about what their favorite fucking song is on Facebook.
Nobody cares. I think this year
nobody cares. Back from Catholics. It's like, so fuck, who isn't?
You care about this year? Anybody care about this year? I don't think so. I don't
think anybody cares about this year. Full stop.
Specifically. Yeah. By the way, I have an album out.
Exactly.
Anybody noticed? It's a very good album. It's like on the big indie label. And there's like, man, 2020, fuck it. Fuck me also.
I did a 3-year plan to release 40 tracks in a 2-month period. I released 16 of them, and I was just, fuck it, I'm not doing it.
No. But next year is going to be amazing.
Exactly,
you guys, for myself also, as Moscow Man, also for Disco Halal, I can say soon we'll get to your plans, and if you have something to play from your label, it could be amazing. Some upcoming. You can choose one if you want. You don't have to do too much. Anyway, let's listen to some more music before.
Yes, please.
This one I already heard, and it's coming back. I think so. What's up? You want to tell me what's going on with this? Where is he? Where is this guy? Krukakai. Let's see.
Oh yes, I'm commenting. Let's have a listen. Oh, you listen. we get the Junto Club singing on this one instead of a collaboration via this Twitch?
This is breaking my heart. This is so good.
It's amazing. Love it.
This is so good. But who sent it? Sorry.
Kriko Ricky or whatever.
Yeah, but, it's under another name. Just show your face, or just like show your text. Play it some more. I'm melting. Yeah. I want to play
beautiful.
It. I'm melting here. I want to play it. There's like some melodies or some kind of notes that just work. I don't know. This is it. This just works. It's not perfect production wise or whatever. I don't care. It just works. It's just about some editing, and it's and I love it. I'm sure you can. Let's do an album. I'm sure you can do something great. Send me all the music that you have. I want to do something. I want to listen to more stuff. If this is any kind of how do you say, indicator for what kind of music you do, you're in for a long trip, man. A big long trip in this life and in general,
I'd love to hear a vocalist. I'd love to hear singing on it. It's got a real sort of psychedelic furs, sort of, cigarettes after sex, that kind of sleazed out Americana feel to it, and I'd love to hear that.
Where are you from? I'm gonna check on the Glasgow. Okay, fucking all the people from your island, man. You guys know how to make music. Good stuff. I want to hear more stuff. Good stuff. There's more stuff here, but I want to hear more stuff that's not out. Good stuff. Good job. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing with us, man. Okay. I'm seeing this Dharma. Which track? There's a lot of track. Which tracks do we want to listen to? Start with the first one.
Pick one. I know this guy's from the northeast of England, and you released
no nepotism here on this show, by the way.
What's that?
No nepotism on the show.
No, it's not nepotism. It's just fierce pride in my own region. That's all. But no, the point is, I've invited a lot of people who've been sending me demos who I haven't listened to for I've just really not been interested in listening to too many demos in lockdown.
It's okay. It's more than okay, by the way. I do the same. Like now when people send me demos, I'm like, hey, that's part of the reason I started this. Before I was doing guests, I was doing it alone for a month and a half,
Yeah.
just listening to the whole guest. I just felt like I felt alone again, because it's me and people writing text and music and sending music. But now when there is somebody with me, I can do this kind of, this kind of podcast and the NR together, and hang out. So it's like a Zoom, but like I told you, but fun. Okay, let's start. Good shit already. The only one I'm taking requests from.
So just giving initial thoughts on this, I guess this is a bit more in the ballpark for a lot of the music that we release on Me, that I listen to. The thing I would say is, first of all, it's a faster pace, higher tempo dance track. So repetition and sort of groove is normally a bit more important than melody and movement. But what it does have to do is hold the attention. The sort of phasing arps that you've got in the background do a bit of the heavy lifting to keep people interested. And it's very much in a kind of quartet sort of area with the melody plus the drive. And I get everything that you've done there. But I think for me, to keep me interested, the thing that these guys do, particularly somebody like Fortet, that keeps you interested is there's flourishes or there's phrasing or there's slightly off-kilter drum moments that come through that are non-linear that keep your attention and keep you listening to it. There's enough melody there to make it interesting enough, but that melody in a way means that you have to do a little bit more. If there was less melody, then just a straight up pump and groove would be fine. It would just be a drum track and people can respond to that. But the little bit of melody that's been put into this kind of pulls you away into a direction where you need a little bit more to go along with it. And I think it's just a case of slight fills, slight changes, slight EQing moments or things that, so, you know, they're not massive things. But as somebody said in the comments, it does get very repetitive. Sometimes being repetitive is an absolute strength for a song. But with this little bit of melody in it, it means that you can't rely on that as much with a track like this. That's my feelings anyway. What do you think, man?
I have more philosophical thoughts about it.
Okay.
Is the fact that people from the UK, the UK sound is so embodied in you that you don't really do stuff which is more, you know, because a lot of stuff that you hear is more from the Eastern European kind of, you know, from, you know, and stuff that we hear here in German sound, you know, and this kind of stuff. But the UK always has this. If you compare it, like you compared it to Fortet and, you know, this kind of like killer producers, the sound there has such an important role. You know, this kind of putting it to tapes, you know, doing this it needs to be way warmer. You know, It's just very flat, the sound wise. I think everything you think about I want to skip through a lot of for a couple of out of the tracks from the playlist, but all I can say that it feels like it's very in the box, you know, and you gotta get out of the box to have this kind of extra special sound, you know. Even if you look at Bicep and this kind of people, you know, that does this super, I don't know how you call it, like emotive house, I would call it.
Fortet works in the box.
Yeah.
It's not getting out of the box, it's sounding like you get out of the box. That's the important thing.
Whatever you want to do it, you know. Hey, what's up? What is this? DFS DNF. Don't worry, we're gonna be here for at least another hour.
At least, yeah.
Let's see the other thing for a second. Teleportation. By the way, even if you're working only in the box, it's still sounding better than what I sound. I gotta tell you that.
This sounds
forget about I'm saying it's a lot of investment. This kind of music is a lot of investment. You know what I mean? It's like it's like this kind of creating this, because the league of these people that make this music it's super hard to shine there. You know, because they've already done it. They're already there. This is their shit.
It's just a league of people trying to sound like Matthew Herbert and nearly getting there. But Matthew Herbert sits atop everything that all of them have ever done.
But they made way more money, by the way.
The real top, exactly. Top power, because I can't read anybody's names. I need new glasses.
Yeah, that's enjoy. The real TVP is here. The real TVP, Thomas Van Party, is joining me. By the way, didn't want to tell you, but Friday he's gonna join. What is Friday?
Hi, Thomas. I don't think I've seen you since I was in San Diego.
You want to tell me what you think about a remix I'm doing? Of course.
Yes, it's shit. Next, no. Come on, let's hear it then. Come on.
Why are you bad? Wait. From one person that has a label to another person that has a label, I would sign him. If it's and he has a huge potential. It's a little bit bits and bobs and shit, and this kind of fucking guy can be the shit, you know. This is not like a random demo that you get sent.
No, there's so much potential and everything sonically. I think arrangement-wise, there's possibly a slight bit where it's let down, but I'm judging that on a higher level that I would judge somebody else, if that makes any sense. It's sort of like, you know, if you're talking to a footballer about his performance in the first division, now I'm trying to talk to somebody in the Premier League about sort of what you need to do to get yourself up the top instead, because I do think sonically it's fucking phenomenal. And there's more ideas in that than I hear in a lot of other stuff that I get sent.
Really good. Really good. Good job. Really good job. Okay. For a different topic completely, one of the classics here. You know what? Another thing I like to hear, because people are returning now and they listen to the stuff and they do use the notes and they make themselves better, you know, and they keep sending, and sometimes they're sending the same tracks also, and you hear it.
This is another draft.
No, this is another person.
Right. Okay. Just to say,
Yeah.
comparing
just 1 second before I fucked up here something with the chat. For some reason, I can't see all the links. So I'm gonna do on the screen some displays, and whoever sees this, please paste again the link. Thank you, and I apologize.
Yeah, all I was going to say is if you compare this to the track that we listened to from Montauk at the beginning, which we loved, but we said there was too many ideas, and there's a lot of ideas in this track as well, but the difference is they're given a long enough section to work out and to breathe, and it becomes less jarring and you can enjoy them. I mean, traditionally my advice would be that there's probably too many ideas in this track, but it actually pulls it off. It feels like several tracks, don't get me wrong, but they all flow nicely into each other and it creates quite a nice journey. And I would be happy with that. You don't lose any of the strength of it. But sometimes when you put sections too close to each other, none of them get to shine because it's too busy. Whereas this really has a nice space between every section, and then they let it sort of roll out and groove, and you let to get your head around them and enjoy them before it changes into another direction as well. So it's really deftly done. I'm really quite impressed.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I wasn't bored.
No.
I wouldn't say personally that I like it that much, but it was good. I enjoyed it, you know. Move on. Make another track, you know. See what's going to happen with this. Okay, Thomas, I'm not going to play it. Don't worry. There's so many people before you. Thousands.
How has he made this about him? It's really interesting. The entire chat's about the one track.
Where's I need a moderator. Anybody wants to be my moderator, by the way?
In life.
Fuck up this shit anymore. Le Jeune Fluke coming for more. Good sound, people. They're gonna be, some people are gonna be big. Let's hear it. Rabbi, thanks for sending. Good stuff. Send more.
I enjoyed it.
Lejeune, I gotta ask something. This was a sample, and then and the vocals are originals, or this was also original. This part, the vocals are great. The track is great. Sometimes I get music like this, and I'm like, fuck. I want to sign them. I don't know how to release them. I don't know when. I want to play them. That's for sure. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pop music again. That's not said as a bad term. I absolutely love pop music, but there's definitely been a bleed in from sort of dark heads down club tunes that were sort of dominating nightclubs to now being sort of things that have got more of a pop sensibility or a high point or a hands in the air moment, but from a vocal thing. And it's quite, I think Beatport get it right when they call it indie dance, but it does. I guess deep down, the easiest thing for any of us to release would be boring tech house, and we'd probably sell a lot of it because a lot of people want that. And the more you stray away from that type of thing and the more you go into personality, the more scary it is, because it's not just that you're making an investment in a track that you're not sure if it's going to work, but you also kind of realize that probably a bit more heart's gone into this track as well. And you're risking the thought of putting something out there that nobody might end up liking, and how sort of disastrous it is. So it does get a bit worrying. I think anything like this, it's one of those, I always tend to look at them as being the B side that has the potential to be much bigger than the A side. So I would normally package this up with two more banging or easier to get tracks to introduce the artist and hope that people would end up getting into this. Instead, it happened with Club Tularosa, who I released on the label. They did a weird track called Kenji, and then it had two other tracks on it that were more driving. And then people like High and CC Disco, etc., started playing Kenji instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of tried to balance up the success of it by making the EP package more of a sure deal. When these do work, like the likes of this track, they work far better than anything else because they have crossover appeal, and they're the moment that people film at a festival and all of this type of thing. But it is more of a gamble. I agree with you.
Do you like it? I mean,
for me, it's not 100. I wouldn't play it, but that's not a judgment against the track. That's because I have a very specific type of music that I play. So if somebody played it in the club, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, this is terrible, turn it off." I would enjoy it if it was played by somebody who plays this kind of thing.
It's going somewhere. Let's listen first. I like it. I'm gonna take it.
Good for you.
It just before the big part now is gonna come. It just sound a little this ARP. Fuck this ARP. Enough with this ARPs already. And
I was thinking that as well. I have to say that the ARP
it just sounds cheap, unless you have an ARP that changes. It's just a fucking VST and it sounds cheap.
Yeah, the role that it fulfills is the right one. It's just not done quite the right way.
Take the guitar and do bum 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 bum. It's gonna be way bigger. Just do bum dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucked up. By the way, Lejeune, you didn't answer. You sing? You guys sing? Is it a sample? What's going on? Tell me some more. So you don't sing. It's a little turn off if it's not a real. It's an unreleased tape project. So how do you have it if it's an unreleased tape project? 80 sample. Who are the original artists? The original artists that did it. No,
Marius Lau has decided to disagree with you.
He knows Marius is a big he's a big artist. I don't want to say his name, but He's a big disco artist. I can tell you in private.
Right.
I don't want people to think to know his private. I don't know even how to write it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear the original. If you don't mind sending it to me, I will, because the original is really good, and it could be a nice edit. You know what? Call it like that. Justine.
Just re-sing something that fits. Do you know what I mean? Something else in the same vein.
It's already released. It's a problem, you know. It's a nightmare. Like Vanellobo said, it's a nightmare to do this shit. Justine, okay, she's a good friend.
One of my favorite couples in the world.
Yes.
Rodion.
Rodion. Talking about sound. That guy has a sound. Although he's using Nuendo, but he has a sound. That's Rodion 606.
That's fucking amazing.
That's his 606. That's his favorite drum machine. That's mine also. 606 and 505. get like a sound effects machine and we do like a some for
Do
good
you mind?
effects.
Do you mind if I go in on this? I just like I can't. Anybody who in the comments, no offense, guys, but those of you who are disputing anything about this, saying this needs to change, it needs more melody, the drums, you're missing the point. It's fucking perfect. Say that.
Somebody said anything?
Yeah, a couple of people said that the drums need the melody. It's fucking perfect. I mean, for me, from a personal point of view, I can hear everything that I recognise and I love in this, but at the same time, being presented in a different way. It sounds like, you know, Lizzie Mercier de Clue on Ket or something like that. It's fucking brilliant, and it's you know, it's unique. It ticks over and the ARP repeats itself, but the ARP's in something like a 6/4 time, so it never sits at the same place with the drums and keeps you confused. The vocal is fucking amazing and sounds like something off C Records. I absolutely adore this. Not only is this one of the great demos that I've heard, this is one of the most I've enjoyed a track in fucking ages. And in the same way that you signed the other one, Justine, if you want to talk about an album on Me, like, you've got my email address, just message me, because I absolutely adore this. And I think this kind of unique type of personal music is exactly what we need to be getting more of, that needs more of a platform, things that sound sort of, you know, intact and of their own world. I absolutely love that, as you can probably tell.
Justine, if you just followed, it takes like 10 minutes and then you can chat. It's a little trick, you know, to keep you on the edge. You know it is. I take everything you say and I feel the same, especially also on the album stuff. If you want to do with us music, you know, you're always welcome. And Katzele will say the same. I see that he's here.
This is where you're saying, like, you've got to stop me getting the good shit, and we've both got to stop Katsi getting it from Alcatuli.
Because he's gonna be like, hey, Justine, let's do a new album. He's like already sending. All right, but it's okay. And I would say that for you, Eduardo, I'm sure you're there and you're listening, because you're like doing like this, but at the same time you're sitting on the computer now. It's like watching. You did well. You did a good choice. You chose somebody that's better than you, and that way you can be in life. That's the choice. That's the right choice to do. Choose somebody that can make you better.
I can totally relate. I did a gig in Mexico City, and they asked me who I wanted to support me beforehand. And I said, "Oh, you should get Justine on and playing. She's fairly new to DJing, according to her, but she got to play." She completely was 10 times more popular than me and blew me off the fucking stage. So, like, yeah, it's not
how
really
it
fair.
works. She has the energy. She has the energy. Let's see who's next. Mike Derrer. He's been here for a while. I mean, it's an edit for a disco song, but I like the song, so I will listen to it. 7 years ago, and this, I will give it a few minutes, just out of respect.
Claudia Barry, Look for the Stage of Love. It is, yeah, Claudia Barry, Look for the Stage of Love. It's about 10 times the normal BPM. The original one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, mine too. The problem is that there's way too many edits for this, you know?
Is there? I own the original.
And I can't play it too much because, you know, even if you do, because all the monetization system, they were like,
hey, yeah, the content management.
Yeah, we're going to take it, the right management. I just love it. I can't play it too much. I just love it. But Mike, send some stuff. Send some original stuff. Let's send us. And thanks for coming and thanks for being with us. Okay, who's next? Because I fucked up every time I fuck up the playlist, I need to be more organized. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna play most of the tracks, at least 90%. Whoever feels like I was here first kind of vibe, just say I was here first. But be truthful. Don't lie. Don't say I was here first, because without being here first. Okay, Introvert, Whiplash. And most important, guys, don't forget when you send the private links, don't forget to reset the link after I listen to it, and don't open the download options, because I have no way of controlling it, as you know. And this is for you, unless you don't care. So do whatever you want. And just on the chat, press on the chat, and there is like notification. Yes, I saw your link, KL87. It's Moscow with a C, not with a K. I just muted you. Also, guys, just a little bit, guys and girls, of course. Also, and ladies, just a little bit, when you send the track, even if you don't know how to master it, just put a little limiter or a compressor on the master channel and then upload it so we can listen, because it's very hard to listen in this kind of volume, you know, but I will try. I feel bad. It's very hard to judge like this because the sound is so low, you know. But I feel like there is something here. It's a good trancy track, you know.
Yeah, I agree. It's a banger, and I'd play it, but it's one of those that will live or die on its production because it's that simple. So it's a case of every drum sound, every choice that you make on it has to have a uniqueness and a kind of power to it to cut through, so that it stands above other similarly linear dance music tracks that are just playing dance music, you know. But it's really, you know, moves well, and I can see people losing their shit on it.
It's really good. It just needs to sound better, so we can judge it better also, because it's all about the sound.
Yeah.
In this case, you know. Okay, moving on. Hadid. I will forgive the fact that it says 1 year ago.
love it.
You love it?
It's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. It's just there's no kick. Where's the kick?
Feels like putting music on a pizza. You know? It's just not ready. It's like, I don't know how to explain. Like drowning.
I think for me, yeah, I think the mix is probably. Sorry, go on.
It's just very muddy.
See, I don't mind that. It reminds me of sort of Ronnie and Renzo on Golf Channel, things like that. And I don't mind if it's a bit soupy. You just need to carve out, you know, you can have that all sitting in a mid-top range as long as you can carve out something just so the kick can just slap through. The rest of it can just be one big soup for me, but that kick needs to really hammer it all home. Everything else feels, you know, I like it. I like the way that it's all.
Reminds me of Muslim gays. What's his name? Muslim gays? Muslim gays?
I don't know what you're saying. I thought you said it reminds you of Muslim gays. And I was like,
oh Muslim God.
Okay.
God, not gays. This guy. This guy. How do you say it? Gauze? Gauze, okay. You know his stuff?
I don't know.
Super dark, ambient. Wait, I gotta play a little bit.
Can we try and play a Sunjuice track when you get a moment as well? Because if that's something. Yeah, I get that. But there's the kick. That's the difference. The kick is echoing.
This is the album, like every brain of Palestinian stand.
Really good.
I think he's dead. I don't want to say something.
Oh.
You gotta go out and buy cat food. This guy, he's gotta buy cat food. Oh, Justine.
Somebody's asked.
Let me find Thomas on parties.
Somebody's asked in the comments if they can send music that's not for either of our labels. I mean, yeah, of course they can. The only problem is that the feedback's still going to be from me. So I'm still going to be thinking of it from that point of view. I'm happy to listen to anything and give any feedback I can do. But obviously, I can only talk from my position on the musical map. So, you know, I probably will still have a bit of a bias towards what I think with regards to my labels and my own music. And I'm sure Chen is the same.
No, I'm the opposite. I just want to listen to music. That's the reason that I feel like I can't put my label in any box, you know, because I just want to listen to new music all the time, and whatever I like, I release, no matter if I have any chance of succeeding with it. I have to say, you can ask people that work with me also, I'm pretty crazy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can't help but come from the point of view, if you like it, you will release it. So, you know, you are thinking with this goal in mind.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. Thomas von Party. I don't know what's coming next, but Thomas, you're the winner of the photos. You know, this photo is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It's so beautiful. I don't know how you made it or what's. I don't know what's going on here, but it's so beautiful. I'm not joking. I'm not. I know that everybody thinks I'm taking a piss all the time. I'm not. I'm serious. I especially love that you've already feedbacking your own track, you know. Be genuine. I feel like shit should have happened at this point already. Something that comes a little faster. I mean, it's good. I want. Give me some more. Give me some more. I feel like I'm not getting enough. You know what I mean?
I'm the opposite. I've got to be honest. I find that Big Room in general to be a boring as fuck genre for 99% of it. That I find that most things just end up following the same linear pattern and very predictably done, albeit mixed fantastically. But what I would say with this one, at least, it proves that you can take a formula that's kind of straightforward and just do really weird shit on it, and it still improves it. I mean, I felt like I was in some kind of fucking synthetic thunderstorm for the first half of it, and I found that a lot more interesting than I would do listening to something where I know exactly what the melodic changes are going to be and which way it's going to go and where it's going to have big moments. So for me, I quite like it, despite myself as well, because as soon as anybody describes something that's Big Room, I'm a bit like, oh, here we go. But no, I thought it was cool.
I feel like I miss a knife, like something that will stab me now at this moment. Somebody said it's very cool intro for a mix. It's a very global underground kind of sound, if this is what you mean.
Maybe that's something maybe I'm more into that then.
Deep dish renaissance. Yeah, I'm 100% into it.
on big room, I'll be totally honest, is, and this is a phrase from you as well, which is like, kick on, I dance, kick off, I don't dance. And I think a lot of it just works that on this bigger room sound, most people are dancing to the kick drum, and a big crowd of people, and everything else that surrounds it is kind of more window dressing and atmosphere. And I'll be honest, I prefer the atmosphere on this to just something that's the way that it's linear than I do 90% of the other things I do. And I like the fact that there is a lack of melody. And while it wouldn't be a peak time track, I'd really, if I was in that big room situation, it's something that I'd enjoy watching people get a bit more, as we said in the comments, a bit more trancy into it, and a bit more, it feels a bit more hypnotic this way. So from my point of view, despite Thomas's reservations with his own track and despite your approach on it, I really fucking like it. I really like it.
Called the Jewish self-hate. When you hate yourself. I love it. What can I say?
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's really good. What do you want? It's really good. It's a remix. Release it. It's really good.
That is.
I will play it. I'll put it on the mix. You know, there's nowhere to play now. I'll put it on the mix. Send it to me. I will open the track with it, and then go to the banger.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it does feel like it would transition into something else. But if all we played was the same fucking banger after the next banger after the next banger without atmosphere or whatever else, it'd be fucking dreadful. And the thing is, most people are starting to do that, and it's why I'm hating 90% of the DJ sets I hear now. This is something that actually aids storytelling and feeling, and actually can create a emotion for things on that. And yes, Thomas, I've just got the real talk thing. Yes, I would. If I found myself back in that big room situation, which I'm, even if it gets offered to me again, I'm tempted to say fuck off to anybody who offers me those type of gigs in the future, because I just want to play small and cool clubs again. If I was on there, I would absolutely 100% play that. If I found myself playing it,
it's a big room track, by the way. I mean, I don't know what big room mean, like a big crowd. What is a big room? What's the concept of a big room? For me, I would play it with the 50 people. It's trancey kind of moment, you know. It's like, I love trancey, like to put people in a trance. I think that's the storytelling, you know. You're getting people captivated, and you know, with the track after a track, and you build into stuff. And this is another part, you know. It's another, I feel like if I'm writing a story, every track is a sentence, you know, and this is a good sentence that will say whatever happened before, whatever is going to happen next. I don't know exactly, you know, yet the story, because we write the stories as we go. But like, this is the kind of tools that we want. The track that works, you know, like last show I had with Niv, with the former directors, and it's like he said, it called it Oved house. Like in Hebrew, Oved is like working. So it's like a working house, you know. This is not a working tool. This is a tool that you need to use, you know, this kind of in the right moment. It's not like something, like, it's not a hammer, let's say it like that. It's a specialty tool.
And that's what I like about it, to be totally honest. I think I'm more, I like people that are making things that are more conceptual, less linear, and a bit stranger. And I know that Thomas is saying this is his most sort of straightforward, but it's still not that fucking straightforward. And that's what's nice about it. It's a nice meeting of it. And he's asking if there's any changes. I'd have to look at it 3 or 4 times over to work out that. But
I would, the vocal, that there was a vocal part, I would bring it before also. If it is meant to be tooly, I would use it more. That's what I would do. Okay, let's listen to this. I can't say the. I'm gonna
have to cut in. I have to go for my appointment at 4:30 now, so I'm gonna have to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for all the time, and I'm gonna actually have to leave this. Say again. Now, yeah, it's 4 p.m. I said I had 2 hours or 5 p.m., but I've got to be in Newcastle city centre in 30 minutes, and it's peak traffic as well.
So you're going to leave me alone?
I am, but I think you're very more than capable of doing it. I brought you all the interesting people to listen. No, but please have me back on again. I really enjoyed it, and I promise I'll be able to commit to more time next time.
Of course. I'm going to bring one instead of you now. I'm going to bring your substitute.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. That's definitely what you should do. But no, it's been nice to catch up. I haven't seen you in ages as well. And thanks to every nice person in the comments. That has been a fun piece of music.
I feel like I just warmed up. Okay.
Well, there you go. I can be a warm-up guy. I'm sure you're used to that now. All right. I'll speak to you all later. Please don't talk about me when I've gone. And somebody show me how to delete it. Do I just close the window?
I can close you also.
All right, well, say goodbye. Hasta la vista.
just gonna say thanks. I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna go anywhere. We still got music to listen. Friday, like Thomas says here, is gonna be the next guest. Let's see what's next. What is the first letter? Sonju. Sonju. Sorry. From Thailand. Nice. Start's cool. Super nice start. Thomas, you want to jump in for a few minutes? See how it feels? I love it. Sanju, can you send more stuff? Also, guys, this is a great moment to remind you to follow us, subscribe if you feel like it. There's a button if you want to donate. It's good for the label. It's good for the upcoming artists like you. As you know, the label is mostly about young artists. Feel free to engage and be part. I appreciate it a lot. We're waiting, maybe Thomas will show his face. Although Friday we're gonna do a full show together. Sanju, good shit. I love it. I also wrote an album, a couple of albums like this. So if you have more stuff, I won't mind like doing a nice tape, you know, or something like that. So please send to my email more stuff. I would love to hear it. And Thomas, I sent you a link on Facebook, so just check it. Okay, let's move on because we got a lot of music to listen to, and I wanna make as much as possible. Who's gonna be next? Who's gonna be next? I wanna see who's Melson Nandela. What does he got to offer us? Just press on the link and then it's gonna be automatically. Zach, so paste the link now and I will play it next. I promise. Don't feel bad. I'm here. I'm here, and if not today, I'm gonna be here on Friday, and then on Monday again, and then on Wednesday, and then Friday again. And I got a lot of guests, amazing people, people you wouldn't believe it. Everybody wants to join us. Everybody wants to listen to you. So share it with your friends, share it with everybody, and and let's make something big happen. This is us. This is our shit. This is our community. So Zach, send me the track, please. I wish Armin Mabion would have come. We got a private dancer here. What's up? You all right?
Yo, can I be heard?
Yes, everybody can hear you.
All right.
I always like to do a little preview.
I'm growing my hair out.
It's like it's your real hair?
Yeah, it's my real hair.
No.
It is. I'm growing it out. It's until there's a vaccine, I'm growing my hair. Until I have the vaccine. That's the idea.
Do you want to get one? You want to take one?
Yeah, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I definitely will take one. I mean, you're going to have to take one if you want to travel anyway. It's not going to be a choice.
You know, the more people will say it, the more people will actually believe in it. I don't believe in it. It's bullshit. It's racism. You know.
Okay, let's talk about music.
Yeah, better. Let's listen to Nelson Mandela.
I'm not talking about racism on here.
No, it's like if you have. Why won't I would prefer if people have diabetes, they won't be able to travel. You know, and shit like that.
People are overweight; they can't travel.
Overweight? Yeah, they're in the risk
I'm joking.
Group.
Can I go this way too? Yeah.
Yeah. Better if you do like this. It's better.
I have a special guest.
Nice Herman. Nice
my cat's gonna review the.
Wow. It's a he or a she? Or
it's a boy.
It's a boy? He's amazing. What is this, like a short hair or something?
No, he's like long hair, Nebelong.
Nice.
Okay, where's the music?
All right, music.
Yes, I'm listening. Okay, yes, thank you.
sent this? I feel like somebody's doing a little, is pulling a little trick. Who sent this track? This is too good. I'll start with that. And there's like no info, and it's like it's all fake. I don't know. Show yourself. Show yourself. Fucking great track. Great track. Can you come on Friday with the other one? Because I can't. There is way too many tracks to listen to. He wants to talk. Say something.
Yeah.
Say
yeah,
something.
I would release it. Bidding war. Bidding war online between the two of us. Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course. I'm not listening, but I can hear you.
It should be a bidding war. That should be part of your show. You and the guest A&R have to bid on a track if you like it.
Bid money? Or what do I bid? Promises? Empty promises?
Yeah, like everything.
Fake dates?
Terms, deal
fake
points.
Fake dates. I will release it in March 2025.
Yeah, like Shark Tank. You talk about what you'll promise. Like, I'll make you a crazy music video. Yeah.
I'll give you 300K, but I want 10%. You know?
I think it's a good track. It's a banger. For me, that kind of the chordal keys are not really my style, but I think it's definite winner. Definite winner.
The other one is not working that you sent, but it just means that you need to fix it when you come on Friday.
Is this an artist with a profile or someone we've never heard of?
No, it's super fake. So I don't know what's going on. I would love to know more. Feel free to send. Yeah, Alan, that's not manpower. Manpower had to leave, please. So please send to Multiquality's email and send to Disco Halal 15, and we'll talk about it some more. Tomo arigato. Who's gonna be next? Felix. Where are you? I'm gonna get a moderator for this. I promise. But not today. First try. Zach is next. Sorry. We start with Zach. I'm sorry. My bad. Zach. Okay. Dismissed. 80s vibe, not for sale. Like it already. I'm putting on mute, Thomas, because there's a lot of noise from the bell.
I figure everything's about this. I figure I could just stop, but I can't. 'Cause I figured I'd just give the slow kiss. Just realized all that I dismissed along the way. All that I dismissed along the way. All that I dismissed along the way. way. All that I did is missed along the way. Along the way. Along the way. All that I did is missed along the way.
Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. I love it. Zach, send me shit to my email, please. Let's speak some more. Good tune, good song.
Very UK sounding.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, and the UK will love it also, and Spotify will love it. It's all, you got everything lock and loaded. Send me this and more music, and I think I can make it happen. You know what I mean?
It's that's pretty that. That's like BBC vibe.
Yeah, it's chill. It's good. It's fun. I don't need the. I don't feel like I need too much, sophisticated all the time about everything. Okay, Felix, you're next. But Zach, if you can hear me. I see that Friday is going to be a long show. You need to listen to their music. It's not about you. It's about them. You need to listen to their music. Listen to them.
I can't flute along?
No, you can. I can mute you. Just mute and flute along.
It's a funny thing,
Yeah. What? You can flute.
No, I just wanted to say, I think it's really interesting that you started doing this show, and I think it's really nice. And someone we both run labels for a while. I've been doing this for a long time and gotten so many demos. I used to listen to 50 demos a day for years and years. Yeah. And it's generous to give things the time and to give a space for it. And I think producers definitely will really appreciate it. I think it's nice.
Also, it's a great fun to pass the time also, I'll be honest. And you find stuff. The attention span I have today for emails is so low. I can't even read emails anymore. I'm annoyed by just checking the email, because that's what we've been doing for the last 9 months, just waiting for something to arrive, And this is live, it's just like it's happening, and it's here.
Yeah,
I miss. We're listening to, and we might be helping them. They might hate us. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying whatever I feel. It's only my perspective.
It's nice to have something like DJing where it has a start time and an end time, and it's live.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Let's listen. First try, Felix P. Deep Chicago.
I like the snare.
guys. I know you're sending a lot, and I appreciate it. The only thing that I can't control is the time of the track. I don't want to skip through all the stuff. I want to listen properly. If whatever we don't make it today, I promise you I'm going to be here on Friday. I'm going to be here on Friday with Thomas, who runs Multiculti Records, if you guys know it. If not, you should do your homework, because it's a fucking amazing label. And anyway, Monday I'm going to be here. Wednesday I'm going to be here. Friday, fuck it. I'm going to be here whenever you guys want. I'm always available, you know? If you subscribe, I'll be here more. No, I'm joking.
Save this life. Yeah, perfect.
It's a good track.
You've lost the urge to experiment.
Really nice track.
Yeah, go for it.
It's hard. I mean to make like, you know, like emotive classic house music, it's so hard to make anything sound like different or new. But it's the kind of thing where if it, you know, if it's an old record, you have an emotional connection to it, and you know. But I think this sounds really nice. I like it.
Yeah, it could be from any time and any place, you know. It's really good, and I hope you're making more music. I see that this is already like self-released kind of vibe, which I prefer not to be sent, but it doesn't matter. I respect it as well. And if you make more stuff, go for it. Send us. Come Friday with more stuff. Thank you, Felix. Thanks for sending. I think I have next this guy. Good guy. Mystery, you will like it. I don't know what he prepared, but you will like it.
Horns. That one, I like the beginning, and then I like the beginning, but those chords and the repetition, it gets a bit like vaudeville sound. I find it lost me.
Good ideas. I like this guy. He's been sending stuff and he has very good ideas. He's like a little far because The problem with making electronic music when you don't do it mostly, you know, if you don't work with a producer, I mean, making real music, if you don't work with a producer, or making electronic music when you don't know how to produce, that's how it sounds, you know? You have good ideas, but you need to do it, you know, you need to work. It takes a long time to get to a sound, you know? Because the ideas are
for
not
me
enough.
is for me it's more the arrangement there. Like I like the little, like I like the intro and the first little guitar bit and stuff, but it gets to there's something a little vaudeville about it when it's all together.
It's really cool. I love it. I'm sure it's gonna do a lot of good stuff soon. Like if I'm here a year from now, not on this earth, but in general, in this show at least, I'm sure he's sending stuff and is like, you know, he's gonna send stuff and they're gonna be amazing. But like I said, the ending I like. I don't wanna ignore the ending. But if you're here, if I'm here, you know, you're gonna do great stuff. It's just about working more and more and more about the production sound. Okay, let's go. I wanna be able to listen to more stuff before I'm gonna make dinner. I'll choose one.
Do you filter the demos at all, or do you just play everything that you get sent?
I play everything as much as I can.
Yeah, pretty good quality, all things considered.
Yeah, I'm guessing also people listen to, you know, the kind of level, and that's how they send. But also people are really good. They just need to be heard. You know, they make good shit. I gotta say something before. I'm getting sent a lot of this. Enough with this bass line in general in this life. Enough with this bass line. This kind of pushing forward fake trancey. Either you do a trancey or you don't do a trancey. But it doesn't mean anything about this track. So let's hear it.
Squirrely. I'll bet this is Israeli.
100%. Yo, Nacho.
I'm a sucker for these little squirrely, dinky kind of beats. I like it.
Tom, can you please send the link again?
I find that little boom, 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 boom. That sound maybe could be lower or like less. Just that one boom, 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 boom. I feel like that could be lowered a bit, like filter-wise, or it made that into more of a sub.
I like this little bass line.
Oh, it's kind of bass.
Suddenly it's like lambada.
I like this. It's fun.
I have also a lambada track like this. Sometimes you just do it.
Like a walking bass line. My cat doesn't like live streaming.
Live screaming.
Oh, there's the multi-culti.
You got to put a limiter on the master. It's so simple. If you use waves or whatever, just use L2 or any kind of compression, and then that's it.
I,
Everything will sound better. Then you just send it to a master to do it when it get released. But now I want to listen to music. I want to enjoy it. It's hard.
I think it's the right ideas. Just needs a little help with the mix.
It's like
I
the
really like
universe
this track.
that's what I was thinking, that the universe brings tracks for people that come. Suddenly you hear and nobody knows that you're gonna be here and whatever, and they're sending something that clearly is not my style, because I like more dynamic sound, not dynamic the label, dynamic as in things that comes and goes more, this kind of
I like groovy, noodly.
And you're like, I'm a sober person. You know what I mean? I like sober music. This kind of
I would argue with you on that. I mean, some of the trance stuff
like
that you play, to me, sober is boring.
Yeah,
this track, I think what I like about it, it's like, look, anything can be mixed a bit better and mastered a bit better, and so many times you get demos and people are apologizing for things not being mastered or whatever. That to me, like, I don't care. Like, the arrangement and the idea is what matters in the demo phase. And I think this one's like playful and fun and arranged in a cool way, and if the sound were boosted just a little bit, I think it's the kind of track that would work and put a smile on people's face at a party. I think it's a.
But if I want,
it's
sorry.
Yeah, I just think a few little changes in the sound design and mixing, and it's there. I think the arrangement's got quite a lot of fun ideas. I like it.
Share your email. He can send it to you. Maybe you can work with them
on
it.
They'll find me if they want to send it to me. Yeah, sure. Send it, whoever you are.
I gotta say something important. This is a rare opportunity for people that has labels to listen, to music like this. But to be honest, as an electronic music producer, even myself, I still send demos to labels. I try to make it sound the best, this kind of, at least to have any kind of effect, because I know it's most of the people wouldn't look through the bullshit of, the mix is bad, or there's no mastering, and this is what I mean. It's like most of the people wouldn't be like, okay, there is something in it. They can listen to something that has no that the sound is not good enough, and they'll be like, he doesn't know, or something like that. You know what I mean? Hello. But keep sending stuff. It's all good. Let's go into the next thing. I got an ASMR. This guy sent a couple of days ago, like an ASMR kind of track. It was very discomforting. there's some nice ideas. If I'm honest, I hate this sound. It sounds really good. For example, this is a good example for something that sounds really good, but I just don't like the track itself. I wish you would, David. I wish you would break from this kind of Berlin pattern sound. You know, and I don't know what kind of music do you listen to when it's not electronic music. Just try to make that in electronic music. You know what I mean? Thomas, you still here? Whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's gotta be more yours and less stuff that we already heard a lot. This I'm interested. Who is this? Ooh wee. 1 pint. 1 pound pint. Try to listen to non-club music. You know, start there. You know, don't listen to stuff and try to bring stuff to you. Don't go to them. That's what I do, at least personally. This is very well made, very UK. Yeah, it needs it's missing a vocal. You're back? You're back? You disappeared for a while. You back? Can you hear us? Thomas? No sound. This needs a vocal. Basically, it could be a huge hit. Could be huge. Just needs a vocal. Gonna skip through. If you have more stuff, send me. I want to hear. I'm gonna skip through to more. Who's next? Who's next? Mayan. Ciano. That's what is gonna be next. Oh, I'm keeping the best for last. You have good shit. Bubba. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm gonna do a little ad break if you don't mind, guys, just to pee. All right, I'm back. Is
Me too.
Thomas
I'm
back?
back. I'm back
All
too.
right, everybody's back. Tom in motion. Send me. What's the name of the track? Because the names of the tracks are different than this. But let's listen to Mayan. I like this guy. Mayan, I feel like this track, all it needs is a big sound. That's what it's missing. It's all about the sound. It's really nice, and this kind of trancy, like somebody said here, Tale of Us, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not against it, just the opposite. I just, what differentiate them from other people, it's this big, amazing sound that you're like, wow, what the fuck, and then that's what it's missing. But the ideas are there, and the direction is there. Just work on the sound. That's what I think. Thomas, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing more or less. I mean, it's just it's a tough one, because the sound, the difference between being like that top end kind of sound engineer, being able to move air around the room with your bass and everything, it's like it's hard. It takes a lot to master. But I would say even just creatively, like before you get into the physics of detailed mixing and stuff, I think just like on a tracking level, those sounds could all be made a bit more interesting, a bit more like playful. They sound pretty in the box. So I think just trying things out, throwing some different effects on things track by track might be a good way to develop it.
Sorry, go ahead. But good direction, good stuff, and thanks for sending. And all in all, guys, amazing shit today. Really, don't think that the things that we're saying, we're just we're diving in the smallest details of stuff. More than just stuff is good. If it was bad, I would have stopped it. Let's start with that.
It's just mortifying, isn't it? It's just mortifying. It's so sad that a listed building like this has gone up like that.
Bring in all our stuff all at once. We can't afford to go home back and forth and stuff. In terms of making work, a lot of the workshops are still up at the main building.
We started to have fire engines, one then another, but it's just something you just don't want to do, and it's just devastating. Flames start to rise, and before you know it, we're up in the PD studio in the new building, and we can see it right up to the very top of the building, the sparks just flying.
I wanted to study here and how that was going to help me in the future is kind of, again, the prestige of the school, the alumni of the school. It's kind of like getting a law degree from Harvard. It automatically opens a few doors for you. Even when I was accepted, a former teacher of mine was just the immediate reaction was, that's the best school here. So that was a big part of it, about the future of pragmatics. But also to travel outside of Canada, kind of get that opportunity to travel through Europe, see large collections, to actually see a lot of art in life, as opposed to through reproductions or slides. So that was a big driver. Let's go.
Can I say something? I think I really like the atmosphere. The break's cool. I would say
we lost you. We lost him. I love it. I mean, I heard a lot of it. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Sounds great, and I really like it. I don't know what happened to Thomas. He will be back. Kevin Dorwan, that's your name? Nice. Keep on doing stuff. If you have more stuff, please feel free to send in a playlist, a full SoundCloud playlist with with more music. I will listen hopefully soon. Tony, see what you got. Tony Losciotto? Tony Losciotto? I'm guessing Italian.
Sorry. Sorry, I gotta
say what you wanted to say about it.
Yeah, sorry, I got a phone call before.
You got a phone call?
Yeah, just look, yeah. I had just one thing to say just about the vocal sample, the spoken word thing. I know so many times as producers, we're working on an ambient section of a track, and we're like, it would be cool to have a vocal, some cool acid vocal where someone's talking about being high, or Alan Watts,
I hate speeches.
Now,
you know it here.
I just think I have to say this unequivocally. It's like that vocal sample is not good enough. Like the sound of it's okay and everything, but like if you listen to what the guy is saying, he's like talking about being admitted to Harvard and traveling around Europe. It's like that's it's just not that interesting. I think if you're actually listening to the words, I think it's not really good enough. But everything else about the track I think sounded really good. It's a challenge that I think no producer is a stranger to, trying to find that cool spoken word sample. I think you got to keep hunting for that one.
Yeah, they say here it's about the school, but
well, look, I mean, I'm not telling anyone like out of respect, it's like, look, I don't know. People can make this song about whatever they want, and maybe that's exactly what they want the meaning to be. I don't know. I'm just saying, as someone who's hearing it for the first time and listening to those words, I'm kind of like, what are they talking about? I don't get it. It doesn't sound like what
and you need
what's
it's
appropriate.
a problem without the backstory. If you would have known the backstory, you'd be like, oh, that's cool. He's talking about being admitted and studying at that school. And that's what they're saying here on the chat. You can't see the chat, but
but I mean, I think okay, so it's like a personal thing. I don't know. I just think like that kind of track, like some trippy thing with a breakbeat. I'm not thinking about being admitted to university.
Yeah.
It's not the vibe I'm feeling.
It just needs more, and at the same time, it was good.
I like the sound of it though. It's cool.
100%. 100%. Okay, let's listen to Tony. The weird section today. Come Friday with all this weird shit. After this, we got 6 more, and we're getting the fuck out of here. And everybody, if you want more,
I can't stay to the end today, but I'll be back Friday.
Yeah, you'll be back on Friday. I'll stay. I have 6 more. I have Psych 8, Tom with snacks and tracks. I will choose one, and we can listen to more on Friday. I got Sondos, Paradise Island. I got Diaz, Paradoxia. I got Superma with... I heard this track already. I heard these tracks. I remember these tracks. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I got Luke with Feel Good. I'm going to do it fast because I love you guys. But, we got more stuff to do. What can I say? Sounds good. It's not my style. Hey, Franz, we were just talking about you a couple of hours ago. Just not my style, really, if I'm honest. I mean, it's not a bad. The production sounds good. I don't know. I just don't like it. If you don't mind, you like it? It's hard, It's like
I mean,
not like I would. If I would do this or this or this, I would like it. I just fits just like it's a feeling, You just don't like it.
yeah.
You feel the same? It's all right, man. It's good. Not all tracks,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like I think that
the
I think a question that often gets glossed over or lost with electronic music is like with a lot of stuff that falls into the category, and I'm guilty of this, I think, with my own production. It's like once you leave certain types of feelings, like you have to ask yourself, what is this song meant to make you feel? Like we all know what a love song's meant to make you feel. We all know what like a hands in the air, massive, ecstatic dance song's meant to make you feel. But once you enter that category of like just loosely weirder, trippier, it's tricky because even if you polished it, I'm not sure that's a feeling that like I'm looking for from
No.
music,
Let's move
And
on. It's okay. You
yeah.
don't have to like it. It's okay.
Two-step. Guys, been listening to Burial.
Buried in Burial.
I mean, this one.
I like it.
Yeah, but it's
like
tough.
it,
I mean, for me, it's like I like it, but I'm sorry, it sounds too much like Burial. Like sometimes, like people like it could be your favorite music in the world. Like everybody who loves Aphex Twin will sit down and try to make a track that sounds like Selected Ambient Works 1 or whatever. But in the end, even if you succeed, and I think this guy or girl has succeeded, the problem is it just sounds like purely derivative of something else. Like if you got hired by an ad agency that didn't want to pay or couldn't license Burial to make a Burial song, you would have nailed it. And I think it's really good, but like as a label,
like that, to be honest. I would work on the sound some more, but I wish I could do something like this.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think it's really good. I just think it's important as feedback.
What's your name? I just see the Yered age. I don't know what it means. Yered the age. So write me your name because it's good. Maybe from now on we'll do like first name and then the link of the stuff because I want to talk with people.
Yeah,
Brazil,
I don't want to sound harsh about that, but I think it's important I think it's an important message for producers who like are talented and you know, like sometimes we've just internalized a style of music so much, like our influences, you can't escape and you love it, and that's what comes out. But I think it's important to remind someone that to the outside world, outside of your own head, like when I as a label owner hear that, the first thing I think of right away is like, this sounds like a Burial ripoff. And I wouldn't release something that sounds that close to someone else's style. And I think that's like, it's tough feedback, but it matters. And it's saying nothing about their talent or, you know, like, I think it's really well done. It's just
100%. And on Friday I will listen to more if you're here. We will listen to the other stuff because he said a lot of stuff. I just but tell us how old are you and stuff like this. I'm wondering. I mean, I understand what Thomas says, but sometimes I'm looking at from the artist, and most of the time I gotta say I'm looking at it from an artist point of view. Kudos, man. It sounds great.
Yeah, I wish I could. I mean, sorry. I mean, you know, nothing wrong with sounding like something we love. You know,
no.
Like it's
the opposite. Just the opposite. It's just, you know,
it's just something like Burial and that sound. It's a very distinctive template as far as like the kind of two-steppy, shuffly beat, those samples. And,
I don't know what's up today, but only weird shit. And I love it. Send this one. Show us your face. What's wrong? Tell us what's wrong. We can help. This. What's wrong? I love it. I'm joking. Out of nowhere, nothing. Uploaded 6 hours ago. Maybe probably in SoundCloud 6 hours ago.
I have feedback. I think
go for it.
I just two little points that I think would help. It's this sort of mixed stuff, but the bass line, I think you could give it a little bit more punch and attack, so like you can make it out and it's like got a little bit more like impact to it, and like the kicks and the snare, I think you could work on a bit. I don't know. I mean, drums tend to kind of trigger me, and I think like they're very prominent. It's like there's not that much going on. It's the kicks and the snares, and I think they could use a little work. But it's cool. I like it. Weird, cool vocal.
Surprise.
Goes funk.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Who are we listening to? Are you still here? If you're not here, I mean, we can say about some stuff about it, but I'd rather speak to people that are still here because I want to know more stuff about you because this is very interesting.
I have a concrete recommendation here. I think if just for the drums, try going a bit Prince on it. Try using some Lindrum or like sequential drum tracks. But the Lindrum I think would work well. Like it's similar vibe to what you've got in the drums, but it might work well.
All right. I love it. If you're still here, I didn't see if you're here. He's not here. I think he's not here, but I love it. Moving on. Tom, I hope you're here. Next on track, let's play the first one. Good. I like your stuff, man.
It's a different track. Hang on.
Yeah, same guy.
Can you stop? We didn't talk about the first one yet.
Yeah, I just want to know. Because there's 5 tracks here.
Okay.
All right. KL87. He was the other guy from the other time. Good stuff. I don't know. What's your name, KL87? You want to talk about this? What do you think about this, Thomas?
I mean, I quite like it. I mean, I'm a bit of a sucker for breaks and stuff. The lead sound wasn't my favorite. The kind of whatever that plucky sound in place to what would normally be like a piano. But I thought it was cool. The second track I didn't like as much, but I like the breaky one. There's a lot going on, like the bass sound that comes in the second half.
But all in all, the productions are really good. This is amazing. Very goa. I love this song. You don't have any releases out, Tom? It's fucking amazing, man. If you don't have any releases out, you're very close to them, because this sounds very good. It's not disco halal per se. This one I like. I don't know why.
I don't know. I'll be a voice of dissent there, because I don't know. It's hard. I like, as someone who's heard just probably too much dance music in their life, it's very hard to feel like you love and feel like freshness from tracks that have like that kind of acid sound and those kind of chords. It's a bit generic for me. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Are you there? Why silent? Yeah.
I wouldn't say generic. I'd say it sounds good. I'm trying to, we're trying to, how do you say it? Support, build up.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think, but sometimes it's just
stand out. At the beginning, it's hard to stand out.
But
even us, we were lucky because we didn't know. I mean, I myself, I was lucky because I had zero clue, and I hated house music. I'll be honest with you. I was just like, so I played with my bass guitar and whatever, and I grew to it from being in clubs and like that. But
all I'm saying really is that
it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Good, yes. But I just think like when there's been as many records as there have been that use these same ingredients, like the palette of like like a 303 and usually like a 303 plug-in and like 808s and 909s and stuff. It's really difficult to make those things stand out into something that's not just good, but something that's great and something that feels like fresh and something that's memorable.
If you want a good advice, drop the acid. Live without
exactly.
that.
I would say exactly. I would say
find your own ball, find your own acid.
Yes, take a couple of those sounds that you have there, and if you got them in MIDI or whatever, just play around with like some alternatives and try to come up with things that don't just sound good, even that risk sounding weird, but that sound a bit different.
100%. Look, feel good.
Funky.
They're asking here, somebody's asking, what's your favorite acid track?
Me? Oh, God. I like this.
But what's your favorite acid track?
Favorite ever acid track?
It doesn't have to be ever. Don't be so dramatic. It's just, drop a name, check the house, whatever.
Okay, I don't know. I'll throw out a weird one. CFAX Acid Cruise Space Paranoia.
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll see.
Waiting for the bass line here now.
I wish this track wasn't 8 minutes long. I don't know how much longer can I hear the loop of the keys. Okay. You know what I did in my free time lately? Just recreated. I'm just going to Ableton and recreating.
Oh, it's just the same. What's that? What is it? Phil Collins or something? What is that record?
Yeah, Phil Collins, and I'm just like recreating Phil Collins drum patterns with Ableton. That's what I'm doing now.
I mean, this one's a tough one for me. I don't know it. Not by name.
The best. That's all. It did everything on 909 and 727.
This one, like at the beginning, I find the samples working really well, and there's like good anticipation for kick and a bass line. Are we talking or playing music? Oh, that's Phil Collins.
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
But
Go.
yeah, for that last track, I think it's really hard when you build tracks around a sample like that. I think it can be hard to keep the idea, keep the flow. Yeah, it's an edit, but I really like
old school Tiger and Woods kind of vibe.
Yeah, Psych Magic. I just think like the simpler you can keep it for something like that, the more tooly probably the better. It's really like you got a loop that works and it's cool.
Yeah, I want to hear where.
But the later variations, I wasn't convinced of.
I saw him live. He was sitting a year ago. Such a legend. All right. I gotta finish today. I have OCD. I can't until I close all my tabs. Not much to go. Couple to go, and that's it. Ooh, short. Short is good. Wow. This is clearly a good start for something that could be really good. I think first of all, you need to work a little bit on the tone, like the musical tone is a little off, like the sound is a little off. You need more. Everything should sound better together, about the notes. But it's a good start for a really nice track. That's what I feel. Thanks for sending, and send more, please. Sondos, where are you from? Sweden. Nice stuff. Really nice stuff. It is techno, I didn't think about it as a techno stream. It's good. I'm not a good techno judgment. I don't judge. I can't judge techno too much, but it's really nice. Right, I can see the end of the day. 3.5 hours already we're here. I would say the sound is not there yet. The track can work. It could be a little faster. I don't feel like the sound is there yet, It doesn't really catch me. You need more reverb on the high. You need more reverb on the high part. You need more clearly still in the demo mode, you know, which is great because this is what we're listening to. But it needs a lot of work, and a lot of detailing on the high end, you know, the bass line and the kick, and this sounds good. Okay. I'm sure I heard this track, Maracas. Way too long for what it is, you know? 5 minutes for a break, and then it goes back to the same thing. It needs to work on the arrangement. In totally, it's a nice track. Let's listen to the other thing. This is nicer. Good Balkan sound. I think this is the best one. Which one, Suprema? Which one of Suprema? Which one of them you like the most?
I can find my way, find it right in my own time.
This one has the most potential commercially, I think, from all the rest. But it also needs a lot of everything. The vocals need. this is good. Do more of this kind of stuff. It's very disco. It's very cool. Thanks for sending, man. Make more stuff like this. It's really nice. Not for disco halal though. I've got to say that's not the vibe that I'm looking for. Let's see what's up in Jordan. You want to send me shawarma? Can you send me a vegan shawarma? Last one for today. I'm gonna say goodbye already. On Friday we got Thomas from Party, from Multiculti. Check his label out, Multiculti Records. He's in Dreams. I will skip to the Monday. We have another amazing guest. On Wednesday, we have another amazing guest. Friday, start making music. Tell your producer friends that Moscow Man and his friends are listening to your shit and telling you what's going to happen. You know, please subscribe to my channel if you feel like. And thanks for coming. It's been 3.5 hours. I feel like I started the day ago. We listened to a lot of music. Thank you, Justine. Thanks for everybody. Let's listen to this, and I'll catch you on Friday. Peace. I wrote you, man. Just try to change the bass line to a different note. Put some more melodies in the beginning. And just edit it. It's too long for what it is now. Catch you on Friday. Thank you so much.